EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Commonwealth of Massachusetts and Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, where the keeper of the light sounds the fog bell to signal it's time for football. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the New England Patriots. Mike Tirico with Greg Olsen, the rookie, Tyler Luke, set to kick things off. And off we go from Gillette Stadium. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. So here come the Patriots, and Greg, they are led by their second-year quarterback, the number 3 overall pick in 2024 out of North Carolina. It's Drake May.
There's a lot of people that are really high on this young quarterback, Mike, and for good reason. Got good experience last year, albeit on a bad team, made 12 starts as a rookie, but now he can come into training camp and come into the season understanding this is my team. I'm the future of this franchise, and if they want to compete within that division, they're going to have to get great quarterback play from Drake.
He'll get this out to the left flat, and he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Throwing on second down, May. He's got his man, Keyshawn Butte. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down.
Patriots. First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 50-yard line.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 8. On the ground, here is Henderson. And he's going to have a first down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on third down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in third down. I want to get all of my conversions on 1st and 2nd down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
Down at the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 35, here's 2nd down and 4. They gonna hold on to this one. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line.
The decision whether to keep the ball or to hand it to the back happens so fast. In this case, the quarterback thinks it was a keep read. The defense was there ready to stop him. Tackle for loss.
Play 8 of the opening drive coming up. And now they face 3rd down. This one down the field, but wind up incomplete. Hunter Henry was the one he was looking to connect with. And now it's 4th down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
On fourth down, Bryce Baringer out to punt for New England, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. So the Ravens will come out, and they are led by the man who's won the MVP twice and was the runner-up a season ago. Hard to believe it is year 8 for Lamar Jackson as the Ravens quarterback.
I'm not sure there's a more exciting player to watch, regardless of position, than Lamar Jackson. I mean, we've gotten to see him play in person numerous times throughout his career, Mike, and you just marvel not only at the athleticism, the playmaking, but his development as a true NFL pocket passer is quite remarkable. So he's an MVP caliber player, and he's always going to be that. The next step for him, how does he continue to bring that regular season success that has led to 2 MVPs? How does he bring that into the postseason? Well, not exactly a highlight reel type play, but in some cases, just checking the ball down to your fullback, picking up some positive yards is the only play that's to be made.
It's a zone read, and Jackson's going to keep it.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
Third down.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. In motion goes Likely. Now Lamar going to hang on to it. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
Well, what looked like an advantage for the offense, Mike, facing 2nd and short now, has turned into a win for the defense. Back-to-back stops for a loss, and it brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, the Ravens call on Jordan Stout to punt. That's Marcus Jones back to return for the Patriots. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The Patriots offense ready now for their 2nd drive. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. Look to hit him with a jet sweep here to begin this drive. And this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play.
Tried to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, there's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go, because with them running horizontal before the snap, Mike, it's very hard for these receivers to cut and get vertical.
And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now 3rd down comes up.
So the receiver does everything right except for the most important part. He runs a nice route, he creates great separation downfield, but now you just got to finish that thing off with a catch.
Throwing on 3rd down is May. Open man left side, he's got it. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. They get 24 on that one. 1st down, New England.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Now he'll swing it out to his fullbacks. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
2nd and 10.
So anytime you decide to blitz, the hope is that the secondary can hold up long enough to allow the extra pressure guys to get to the quarterback. But when you don't get to the quarterback and he's able to get the ball on time and in rhythm, there are holes in the back end, and they're able to pick up the first down.
A gain there of 10 yards. Good for a Patriots first down.
I'll tell you what, Mike, this is a guy that you do not want to have to tackle in space. I mean, the footwork, the agility, the ability to go side to side and then still have the burst and explosiveness to pick up big yards. I mean, this guy is a handful.
Maynard on 1st and 10. Here's a screen taken in by Henderson. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Austin Hooper was the intended target. Third down coming up.
3 yards to go.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide-angled throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
And that is incomplete.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. May to the air once more. That's incomplete. Daring call on 4th down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on downs. The Ravens offense ready to see what they can do on their 2nd possession. They had a disappointing quick 3-and-out on that opening drive. So they'll try it again here in a scoreless game with 1st and 10. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. In motion goes Likely. Jackson fires complete to Flowers. And he's out of bounds. They're going to mark him at the 35. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a 1st down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
First carry for one of the league's best workhorses, Derrick Henry. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line. That's good for 27 and a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. The next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
A throw, left side, caught by Andrews. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
They'll send Flowers in motion. On 2nd down, here's a run with Henry. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the 1st down. Nice gain of 5.
That's another Baltimore 1st down. It's a gain of 6. 1st down, Baltimore.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
Raven football, quarter number 2 begins. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. As we are ready to get back underway. On the handoff, it's Henry. Once again, this defense up to the task. They stop him for no gain yet again. And now it's 3rd down.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
The shotgun, here's Jackson. He'll try to run for it. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a 1st down.
A gain of 12 yards.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on 3rd down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the 1st down.
And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal. Some good running there. Gets them down to about the 2-yard line.
A huge advantage to red zone offense is the ability to run the ball. In this case, I thought he was going to score. He takes it all the way down inside the 2. Sets up 1st and goal.
2 yards from 6 points. It is 1st down and goal. But the fullback trying to power it home. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
Backed up to the 3. It's 2nd and goal. They'll try to throw here with Jackson. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Zay Flowers. Touchdown, Baltimore.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
Tyler Loop now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Ravens will take a 7-0 lead.
7. Patriots nothing.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. This taken at the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll be hoping to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 our score as this drive begins with a 1st down. To throw is May. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. No chance to get away. He's going to be knocked out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
May to throw on 2nd down. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 40-yard line. That screen goes for 12. And that's a 1st down.
That's good.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And That's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
On second down, it's May. That complete to Henderson. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
It's a gain of 4.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
It is third and long. To throw now, May. And that one thrown away to the sideline. It's incomplete. It's a frustrating series. It'll bring up fourth down.
Really nice coverage here on third down. They took away all of the outlets the quarterback had. Really left them with no opportunity other than to just throw that ball away. It's going to bring up fourth down.
And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. Derrick Henry heading out along with the rest of this Ravens offense. They lead it here in the second quarter, 7-0, as they begin with a 1st and 10. In motion comes Andrews. Jackson now to throw on first down. That's caught. Derrick Henry. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. They get 11 and quickly pick up a first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
They'll run it on first down with Henry. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. It's a pickup of 13 yards. Good for a Raven first down.
First down. A gain of 13 yards. First down, Ravens.
The offensive line doing a great job opening these run lanes. They have been there this entire first half, and I think if I'm this play caller, until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away, I think I'm just going to keep turning around and handing it to that guy.
And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down.
We spent so much time, Mike, talking about these defensive backs and their ability in pass coverage, but when you also have a defensive back that can make plays in the run game, especially behind the line of scrimmage, man, those guys are just so hard to find. That was a heck of a job here by this guy.
And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Falls incomplete. Zay Flowers, the intended receiver, and it'll be third down.
I'll tell you what, Mike, with this guy's speed, he's not an easy target to overthrow, so that's one of those where they're telling this quarterback, throw it with everything you got. Just lay it out there, and more times than not, he's going to run under it, but in this case, just a little bit too much on it. He winds up overshooting his man.
He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's fourth down.
And it's a big play there for his first catch of the game. And not only does he get a nice chunk of yards, but now he puts his offense in plus territory as they try to see if they can end this drive with some points.
And he's going to go into the end zone on an electrifying run. Lamar Jackson, touchdown Ravens. That is second touchdown of the afternoon.
You know, Mike, I think we're going to see a lot of this, and you know why? It's the new kickoff rule. So think about it. In the old days, you'd kick a field goal, you'd kick a touchback, and your opponent would have the ball on the 20. You didn't give up as much field position, but you only got 3 points. Nowadays, you go for 3 points and you kick a touchback, they get the ball on the 35. It's almost 30 yards of field position. You're just better off going for touchdowns when you get in here tight.
His kick is good. Makes the score Ravens 14, Patriots nothing.
Now, after the touchdown, Loop is back out to kick this one away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. So now the New England offense getting ready for their next possession. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. To start this drive, and he's going to be brought down up past the 45. 18 yards. A great way to start the drive. It's a first down.
Patriots, first down. 1st and 10.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
On 1st down, they go back to Henderson. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap. Not this one. They stop him for no gain.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Off the play fake, here's May. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. I might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now 3rd down comes up.
This offense just can't seem to get anything going in this opening half, Mike, and they're still looking for their first points of the game, and it's really these missed opportunities that are a big part of the reason they're really struggling here.
And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
Here's Bryce Behringer now as he's on to punt for New England. And he's not going to get anything out of this one. They force him laterally out of bounds. No gain on the return. Derrick Henry heading out along with the rest of this Ravens offense. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line. So a lot of real estate to cover. It's 1st and 10. On play action, here's Jackson. He'll drop this one down to the fullback. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Seems like the fullback is kind of the last of a dying breed, but we see them used occasionally in the run game. But, man, when you have a guy that you can target in the passing game, it just adds one more layer for a defense to have to worry about.
Bateman is the motion man. Off the play fake. Jackson. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
And the Baltimore 1st down. An 8-yard pickup. And the Raven 1st down.
From the gun, Jackson. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete. Rashad Bateman, the intended target. And it'll lead to a 2nd down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and Frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
So he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
On third down, Jackson. He finds his receiver. That's Bateman. He's going to have the first down, so they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Baltimore.
And this is why most teams, Mike, decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle 4. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeout, you can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break.
Now the Ravens use their first timeout, and they'll stop it just over a minute remaining in this first half. Second down and 8. Jackson now. Now he'll run it.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Third and 6. Here's Jackson. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is fourth down.
So the hope is your 1 third down conversion from really jump-starting a possession that ultimately leads in points. But after that third down incompletion, kind of throws a wrench into those plans.
That one hit inside the 10, but it bounces forward into the end zone. Bring it back out to the 20-yard line. The Patriots offense and their running back, Travion Henderson, making their way back out there. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with first and 10. Man in motion, it's Diggs. Throw to the right side, it is caught. Now the Patriots going to use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime.
Second and a yard at the 29-yard line.
A good spot here, second and a yard. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. A throw there on second down, going to be incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
A gain there of 15. First down, New England. New England going to take their second timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here's first and 10. Working out of the gun. It's May. That's to the left side and taken in by Diggs. And now a timeout. 7 seconds left in this first half.
It's a gain of 8.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
Here's 2nd and 2. Out of the gun, here's May. And he'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen and our great crew here in the Orlando studios set for an abridged version of the halftime report. This game, to this point, little slow to begin with, but in the second quarter, the offenses started finding their way. We hope we're set for a great second half, so let's get back out to the stadium and rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you. Second half drawing near. So good to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Derrick Henry heading out along with the rest of this Ravens offense. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. Room to run at the 40. Inside the 20. And they're not going to run him down. He goes all the way. 72 yards. Touchdown, Baltimore. Well, that's a way to start a drive. He takes it all the way to the house. I don't know what they were talking about on the last series, but they've come out on this series, Greg, with the right answer for the touchdown.
And, Mike, the reason a lot of teams start off drives with the run play is to allow themselves to operate ahead of the chains. Well, not this guy. He found the alley, he took it, and he's off to the races for 6.
On is Luke to add the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Ravens will take themselves to a 21-0 lead.
Patriots nothing.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. He'll start at the 4. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on first down. And he'll get about 5.
Kyle Van Noy on the tackle. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 29-yard line.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 5. Once more, it's Henderson. And he'll get nothing here. Back to that's all.
Yeah, and this play, Mike, is really just the epitome of what we've seen this entire game. They have not been able to get anything going offensively. It almost seems like they've been operating going in reverse the entire day. In this case, another run, another loss.
This is 3rd and 6. May gonna look to throw. And that is incomplete.
And another wasted drive here, Mike, and they start to add up. And coming out of halftime, you would think that they would make some adjustments to try to get some points on the scoreboard, but so far, looks like much of the same.
And the Patriots ready to kick it away, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Wester on the return. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Ravens offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Play action now. Jackson. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
I'm not sure how many guys grow up wanting to be an NFL fullback, Mike. They don't get the ball a ton. They're used to do all the dirty work. But in this case, this guy's showing off. Hey, coach, you get the ball in my hands. I can do some things.
In motion goes Likely. Jackson gonna keep it himself. And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line.
Oftentimes, the more success you have as a quarterback keeping the ball, the more attention that you're going to get from the defense. And I think that's exactly the case here. They've been burned a few times by this guy already today, but this time they were ready for him.
Jackson from the gun on 3rd down. He'll try and get there on the ground. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a 1st down.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Baltimore 1st down.
These are the plays that are just crushing for a defense. Here you are, you think you're about to make a big stop, force 4th down, and get the football back. But instead, you let the quarterback get loose. He picks up the 1st down with his legs, and now you got to defend a fresh set of downs.
On 1st and 10, Jackson. The open man is Bateman. He's got him. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
13 more yards.
That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another 1st down.
10 at the 34-yard line.
Run the draw, and here's Henry. That's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7.
And he's been on an absolute tear throughout this entire game, Mike. I mean, he's averaging over 10 yards per carry. And anytime you can run the ball with that explosiveness, it's just going to be hard to beat.
So, from the 26-yard line, here is 2nd and 3. Now, faking the give, forced to his right. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes. Caleb Chaseoff gets him for a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
You can tell the quarterback has built a lot of confidence in his ability to make plays today with his feet. The defense has had a hard time keeping him in check, and this time, much better job in pursuit. Even though he was able to get outside the pocket, they were able to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
The shotgun, here's Jackson. This one complete to Bateman. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
I think there's one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, He's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. Now they got a fourth down decision to make.
This one is good. He knocks it through. And the Ravens extend the lead to 24-0.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
Back to it now after that made field goal. Here's Luke to kick this one away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. The Patriots offense and their running back, Travion Henderson, making their way back out there. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's May. He's found his receiver, Butte. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start. You can tell the entire time that running back is just looking for his crease to get vertical and cut back. But the defense does a great job. Inside-out pursuit, strings this ball out towards the sideline, nowhere to go, and they make a big stop for no gain.
Throwing on 2nd down, May. Here's a screen taken in by Henderson. This one going to be sniffed out. Blown up in the backfield.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
3rd and long. Throwing now is May. He'll get this over the middle to Diggs. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. What a letdown for the defense. They allow a conversion on 3rd and 16. 1st and 10. To throw is May. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. He was looking for Stephon Diggs there, and that will lead to a 2nd down. Here's May again. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Hunter Henry. Touchdown, New England. Greg, that is a dream for a quarterback and a receiver. Give me time to get open, and they do for the score.
I don't care who your secondary players are, Mike. You could give me the best 5 defensive backs in the league. You cannot stress the coverage for that amount of time. You have to get after the quarterback, so hats off to the offensive line. They did their job, and quarterback hung in there, and he found himself 1 for 6.
So now May and the Patriots going to line up and go for 2.
The Patriots
They're going to try to run it in. And he will not get to the goal line, so no tacking on 2 points. Still a 3-score game, as the difference is 18. So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. Justice Hill to return. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Derrick Henry heading out along with the rest of this Ravens offense. And you have to imagine the defense is saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the third quarter. In motion goes Likely. On first down, they'll start the drive with Henry. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. They'll send Flowers in motion. 2nd down, Jackson. There's a short one caught by Andrews. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. Jackson to his big target, Andrews, for the Baltimore first down.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective. You could see the quarterback, once he got the snap, he was looking for any seam, any daylight, but nothing materialized, and he's fortunate he got back to the line of scrimmage.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. On the give, here's Henry. He looks forward for maybe a yard. Marcus Jones is there to make the stop.
At the 43-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
3rd down and 9. Throwing Jackson. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down.
Little miscommunication there, and now brings up 3rd down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
Ravens bring their punt team out. On the return is Jones. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. The Patriots offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Reception belongs to Matt Collins. And he'll be run out of bounds. That's a good gain on first down. They pick up 7 yards.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 3. Here's May. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle, and he'll be taken down. A big pickup on what will be the final play of this third quarter.
1st down. 1st and...
So, 3 quarters now in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Fourth quarter begins on the ground. He's to the 10. And he will score! Travion Henderson. Touchdown, Patriots. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a two-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Now Andres Borregales for the extra point. He's got it. And the Pats are able to edge a bit closer.
Ravens 24, Patriots 13.
So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. Here comes Hill on the return. And he's stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Ravens offense ready to take over once more. They're going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10. Take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
2nd down, they need 7. On the option, they give it to Henry. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
That's to the right side. He's got Andrews. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up 4th down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Ravens sending the punt team out there as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The Patriots offense and their running back, Travion Henderson, making their way back out there. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. To throw on 1st down is May. The look at his big target, Henry, over the middle. He's close to a 1st down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short, the ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
He finds a seam, a good run, up past the 40. Let's give him 9 on that one.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest, and while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
Again, it's Henderson, and he's going to pick up the first down across midfield and down at the 49.
A 7-yard gain. And the Patriots first down.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, here's May. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
A pickup of 15 in the air. Good for a Patriots first down.
Patriots first down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play, winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. That is the former Patriot Kyle Van Noy. In for the sack. It is a loss of 8. And now it's 3rd down.
Certainly hasn't been their best game in terms of rushing the passer, but you find yourself with a lead here in the 4th quarter. No better time for that pass rush to come alive and see if they can close this game out.
They need to get this to the 23. Here's 3rd down. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. This defense pinning their ears back, coming to get him again.
Impressive play by the defensive end here, Mike. It's his technique. It put him in position to not only make the play, but it's that closing speed that's allowed him to finish it off.
What is this? Are you kidding me? Really? Are you kidding me? No! Brian! Oh, God, what's going on?
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. They're going. It's May. He'll look deep here for Diggs. And he's going to pick up a Patriots first down. They convert in style. Huge play on 4th and long.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
Kayshon Boutte was the one he was looking for. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
And he will score! Game on! Ramondre Stevenson. Touchdown, New England. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
This is a big spot for the Patriots as they'll go for 2.
The Patriots will line up.
Throwing is made. And that is incomplete. 2-point conversion attempt winds up being unsuccessful.
Anytime you fail on a 2-point try, there's always going to be second guessing about whether that was the right play call. In this case, they decided to throw the ball, which I like. They just need better execution, and they end up coming up a little short.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. Here comes Hill on the return. Now an opening has the 30. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return. The Ravens offense ready to take over once again. The lead is 5 as they're going to start with this first down. Give right up the middle to Henry. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
On the tackle. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 41-yard line.
In motion goes Likely. Off the play fake. Jackson. That's into the hands of the fullback. And now the defense is going to take their first time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with 2-minute warning coming up momentarily.
And it's 3rd down.
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. They'll run the sneak. He will have a Ravens first down. At least it would appear that way. Didn't get it by much, but yes, they do give him the conversion on 3rd and 1.
A gain of 1 yard. First down, Baltimore.
They'll work straight ahead with Henry. And he's able to force his way through one man, but he can only muster about a yard on that play. Second down.
2 yards on the
And
pickup.
3rd and
It's
final
2nd
timeout
and 8.
taken by the defense. So the 2-minute warning, the only clock stoppage they have left. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. In motion goes Likely. Gonna go right back to Henry. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. On 3rd down, here's a run by Henry.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
The offense not coming off the field, and here's fourth down. They'll run for it with Henry, and he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on fourth down.
You give your offense a chance to close this game out. If they pick up the first down, this game is over. But now, after the defensive stop, we're starting to see some signs of life on that other sideline.
So now the New England offense getting ready for their next possession. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. They'll come up for 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. He's got his big tight end, Henry. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down. May gonna look to throw. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
May to throw on second down. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
That's caught! And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. A big one here in the fourth quarter. 35 yards.
At the 12-yard line.
Pretty easy to see why he continues to be a main focal point for this offense throughout the entire game. That play not only extends the drive, but now they find themselves in plus territory.
And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play.
This game has certainly not been for the faint of heart, Mike. I mean, we've been riding the ups and downs the entire time, but what a job by this offense. Game on the line to find a way to score and take the lead with very little time remaining.
This is a big spot for the Patriots as they'll go for 2.
The Patriots
May to the air once more. That's going to be caught. They get the 2 points. Man, this could turn out to be important. The lead goes to 3 here in the fourth quarter. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Here comes Hill on the return. They get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. This one complete to Bateman. Now 4 seconds left, and we get a timeout call.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 31-yard line.
They'll come up now for 2nd down. One last shot now for Jackson. He takes off. And he'll be taken down, and that is going to do it. The comeback falls short. Time runs out. This game is over. So it's a win for the Patriots. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that was the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Patriots winners at home as we say so long from Foxborough.